What's poppin', guys? Sean Don is back with a technical analysis of none other than Sean Don himself. I'm speaking in third person right now, and I sound ridiculous. I had somebody suggest that I should do a technical analysis of this video of me throwing the weight because it'd probably help a lot of people out, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break it down. Not a very technically pleasing throw in my opinion. It went like 22.45, so a decent opener for me. And I've been doing a lot of hammer stuff lately and very little weight stuff, so to open up at this distance is makes me happy, especially with 4 turns. So yeah, 4 turn sling start, not great stuff, but as Judd Logan says, practice is for pretty. And yeah, so I went after it, and this is what I ended up with. So let's break it down. Now I'm coming back on the sling start. As you can see, I have a lot of weight back over this left side. Weight's about 50-50 as the ball comes back to the end of the sling start. And then as I come back through 270, you can see my left side is nice and lined up, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, nice white picket fence in the way. My right arm is extending as the ball comes through 270, and then I'm waiting for the ball to come through 0. My head leads just a hair, and I was struggling a little bit with my right leg in the entry during this meet, so my right leg wasn't quite doing as much as I wanted it to, and so what happens is this left hip, as the ball comes through 0, shifts back, which is not good. As you can see, my posture isn't that great either. Hips are underneath the shoulders, but shoulders are just a little bit forward, or if anything, I would say hips are a little bit back. But you can see my knee is directly over my toe. Once again, white picket fence in the way. But it still needs to be a little bit more out over there. The ball needs to be another 6-8 inches out over here. Hips need to be closer towards the ball. I just need to send the ball more left in general in the entry, and I think that'll come with time as I continue to throw weight a little bit more. And I was very conservative in the sling start because I've only been doing some 38-pound weight, so I didn't quite have that top end, speed. So if I were to cast this 35 in at what I would say full speed, then I wouldn't have the foot speed to keep up with it in later turns. But otherwise, ball comes through 0. Decent, head's leading just a little bit. Once again, I'm not perfect. If this was hammer, I think this would look differently, but it's the weight, and the weight sucks. I shift back a little bit. Once again, not that good, but I do a good job of, I think, kind of setting up this single support. Like I'm staying more or less over my left side, just a little bit back behind it. Like I said, the knee just needs to get more out over this toe. Nice and long and relaxed, and you can see how flat my orbit is. I keep my hands up, but yet my arms are long and relaxed. My right arm could extend a little bit sooner, just before 0. Once again, that's what happens when I go conservative in the sling start. Hips, not great, but posture overall on the catch is decent. Left shoulder, hip, ankle, kind of over the left side. Once again, you can see because I shorted the left side in the entry, I'm just a little bit over on this right side, a little bit heavy, and you're going to see, I think, this trend throughout the throw. I'm going to be just a little bit too much on this right side, not quite completely over this left side. Otherwise, I go flat-footed because I'm looking for stability in this first turn. As I get more comfortable with the weight, I will probably go back to the ball of my foot on this first catch. Otherwise, hands stay nice and flat, nice and level, orbit's nice and level through this first turn. I'm nice and relaxed, and I do a better job of working the ball, but once again, don't quite have the strength and the speed to handle the weight just yet. So as the ball comes through 0, you can see my left heel comes down probably right about there. I'm nice and low, hips are down, posture is decent, hips are tucked forward, but then once again my right leg isn't quite doing as much as I want it to, so this left side once again kind of shifts back and pulls back. You can see posture is better here, but knee needs to be more out over this toe, ball needs to be more out left, and hips just need to be, everything just needs to be more over here in this area rather than back over there. Looks like my foot comes out of double support. Just the ball is about 90, which is decent. But once again, you can see just a little bit of left side leading. Once again, that's what happens when you don't quite use that right side as effectively as you need to. Hip comes through single support. You can see how level my shoulders are, level hips. I like that. As I come through on the catch, looks like I catch probably just before 270. Once again, back over this left side, but not quite as much. You can see my heel's probably right about there, behind this white picket fence. Great film angle. And I'm just a little bit heavy on the right. But otherwise, as I come through 0, you can see this nice pendulum. I go back against the ball. You can see my right leg turning with the ball really nicely. Right leg turning into the left leg. Not to say that's textbook, but I think that looks pretty good. Besides this, once again, I think if what stays in, or what am I saying? An object in motion stays in motion. That left side's already leading. That left side's already pulling a little bit because this right leg didn't do enough early on. So because of it, this left side once again just leads a little bit, and I don't quite let the ball get as free as I'd like. Ideally, at this position right here, I'd like the ball more or less in front, directly in front of my body rather than behind on this right hip. And then as I come through 0, once again, left side's going to shift back because it's already in motion. But you can see, so this is what I'm talking about when I mean hips forward towards the ball. Shoulders back, hips forwards. I'm getting back against the ball just at the wrong time because that left side is overactive. Otherwise, a little tilt in the shoulders, just a little bit. I catch just before 270. Now I'm more lined up over this left side. Getting there. We're getting closer. Good posture, hips forward underneath shoulders. Heels back again over here. And as I come through again, I'm standing up just a little bit more. Heel comes down. Once again, same thing, just leading a little bit. It's the son of a bitch weight throw, so it's really hard to let the ball get free without letting it fly past you. But still, I'm doing a good job of working this right femur with the ball, with my hands. That left side is just a little bit overactive, and I don't quite let the ball go like I want. Once again, right leg turns into left. I like that. But you can see I'm starting to get long here, but left side's just so far ahead. It's leading. I let the ball go long out left, but then you can see the low point shifts just a little bit, just past 0. That's once again a byproduct of low point, or left side being overactive. That low point shifts, and then as I come through, best catch here, earliest catch on the final turn. Right foot comes down, heel's probably right there again. Once again, just a little bit heavy on this right side, but you see I catch closer to 180 than any other turn. Catch it nice and early, once again, probably because I came up early in this final turn, or penultimate turn, I should say. Right foot comes up there. Ball needs to just get a little bit more left. A little bit more towards 90 before I pick that right foot up, and then so I catch early. And decent posture, decent position, nice and long shoulders. And then as I come through, this is solid. This left side here is good, and if only it stayed there. But as you can see, it kind of does actually. Shoddy camera work by coach. Left shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, everything in line, and I pull back just a little bit because once again that left side was in action right from the start. Otherwise, do a decent job waiting for the ball. I get my hips through. As you can see, my hips are towards my hands. This is what I mean when I say hips towards hands. Good, relatively good posture here. Hips forward, shoulders back, head counter away. Not necessarily saying that you need to head counter, but that's what I do. Right knee turning into left knee, coming up through and a little bit forward. Not quite a perfect finish, missing a lot there, but yeah. 22:45. Did not feel very good, but yeah. So overall, like I said, I just need to really iron out this entry and get used to the 35 in general. That's really all it's going to take for me, I think. Yeah, I could let the ball pass a little bit more. I could use this right leg a little bit more in the entry, and especially after the first catch, and let the ball pass. It's just so hard with the weight definitely got to let the ball get longer out left. That's what Danny did a good job of this weekend. He did a good job of getting the ball out to the right for him because he's left-handed, but had a really good job. If you look at his best throw from the weekend, he just gets it nice and long out there, and that's what I'm kind of missing. So I'm just a little bit short on this left side initially, and my hip shift back just a little bit. And yeah, outside of that, I mean, I do a good job of kind of salvaging what I can. Left side's leading throughout the whole throw just a little bit, but that right side's trying to catch up. It doesn't really quite do it, but yeah, as you can see, I think if we go throughout the throw, you can see my low point shifts too. Like I said, left side. So yeah, it's right there. That's when left side starts to really pull, and low point shifts, and then high point even shifts as well. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see another video like this from some of my other throws from training, from competition, from whatever, hit me up and I will do so, because nothing makes me feel better than pointing out my own technical flaws, because I am not perfect and neither are you, and if you think you are, then you're a liar. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want a technical analysis of your own, go to SeanDonnelly.biz/services. In-depth technical analysis is only $15. Skip out on 2 Chipotle burritos and set that PR to win that medal, break that record, impress that girl or guy, whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sean Don, peace now.